Hello, I'm Father Joe Roesch of the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception. Thank you for joining us as we continue with our year-long journey reading the diary of St. Maria Faustina Kowalska from beginning to end. Today we take up from where we left off, beginning with diary entry number 1410. Today, December 7th, 1937, is the eve of the Feast of the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary. During the midday meal, in an instant, God gave me to know the greatness of my destiny, that is, His closeness, which for all eternity will not be taken away from me. And He did this in such a vivid and clear fashion that I remained wrapped up in His living presence for a long time, humbling myself before His greatness. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. O Divine Spirit, Spirit of truth and of light, dwell ever in my soul by your divine grace. May your breath dissipate the darkness, and in this light may good deeds be multiplied. O Divine Spirit, Spirit of love and of mercy, you pour the balm of trust into my heart. Your grace confirms my soul in good, giving it the invincible power of constancy. O Divine Spirit, Spirit of peace and of joy, you invigorate my thirsting heart and pour into it the living fountain of God's love, making it intrepid for battle. O Divine Spirit, my soul's most welcome guest, for my part, I want to remain faithful to you, both in days of joy and in the agony of suffering. I want always, O Spirit of God, to live in your presence. O Divine Spirit, who pervade my whole being and give me to know your divine triune life, and lead me into the mystery of your divine being, initiating me into your divine essence. Thus, united to you, I will live a life without end. It is with great zeal that I have prepared for the celebration of the Feast of the Immaculate Conception of the Mother of God. I have made an extra effort to keep recollected in spirit, and have meditated on that unique privilege of Our Lady, and thus my heart was completely drowned in her, thanking God for having accorded this great privilege to Mary. I prepared, not only by means of the novena said in common by the whole community, but I also made a personal effort to salute her 1,000 times each day, saying 1,000 Hail Marys for 9 days in her praise. This is now the 3rd time I have said such a novena to the Mother of God, that is, a novena made up of 1,000 Aves each day. Thus, the novena consists in 9,000 salutations. Although I have done this now 3 times in my life, and 2 of these while in the course of my duties, I have never failed in carrying out my tasks with the greatest exactitude. I have always said the novena outside the time of my exercises. That is to say, I have not said the Aves during Holy Mass or benediction. Once I made the novena while lying ill in the hospital. Where there's a will, there's a way. Apart from recreation, I have only prayed and worked. I have not said a single unnecessary word during these days, although I must admit that such a matter requires a good deal of attention and effort. Nothing is too much when it comes to honoring the Immaculate Virgin. The Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Before Holy Communion, I saw the Blessed Mother, inconceivably beautiful. Smiling at me, she said to me, "My daughter, at God's command, I am to be, in a special and exclusive way, your mother, but I desire that you, too, in a special way, be my child." Saint Faustina here writes of receiving a special grace during lunch on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, an insight into her destiny in heaven for all eternity. Faustina received this grace unexpectedly in an instant. God is full of surprises. He is like a father who wants to surprise his children with special treats. Then St. Faustina writes a beautiful ode to the Holy Spirit. She invites the Holy Spirit to always dwell in her heart. She calls trust a balm, an anointment which soothes. When we trust in God, we know that all things will work out. The Spirit strengthens our hearts with God's love. Faustina wants to remain faithful to the Spirit through all of her earthly battles. The Spirit prepares us for heaven. St. Faustina writes of having prepared herself for the celebration of the Feast of the Immaculate Conception with great zeal. Faustina said countless Hail Marys as part of her preparation. She had to devote her time to such a preparation, and she writes of not saying a single unnecessary word on those days. The prayers helped to focus her time. She even said it in the hospital once while she was lying in bed. Apparently, Padre Pio prayed many rosaries each day. He, too, had a great devotion to Our Lady. And then Our Lady revealed to St. Faustina that she would be a mother to her in a special and exclusive way, and she asked Faustina to open her heart to her like a daughter.